Hello, it's Becca. I'm here to talk to you about the Haitian Revolution, the overview, the circumstances, the outcomes, and I'm here to talk to you about how it was similar to and different to the French Revolution, and I'm also here to relate it to the modern day and what I considered if I considered the revolution a success or a failure. So the Haitian Revolution took place in Haiti, and it was an island. Haiti was very valuable economically back then. They traded 40% of sugar and half of the world's coffee. These items were very valuable back then. They were the richest colony in the world. There were four classes of people: the Grand Blancs, the Petit Blancs. Those were two white classes, and free colored people and slaves. Slaves were 90% of the population. The Grand Blancs were at the top. They owned plantations and produced goods. The Petit Blancs were struggling. They were doing more low-class jobs like being waiters. Then you have the free colored people. They did pretty well. They could own plantations and could own slaves. Economically, free colored people were doing better than Petit Blancs. But socially, the Petit Blancs were doing better than the free colored people. Then there were the slaves who had it the worst. Their masters had plans to kill them off. They were obviously treated the worst. So the Petit Blancs had problems with not being as rich as the Africans that were better off than them. And the free colored people were having problems because even though they were rich, poor people thought they were better than them. And the slaves were just all having all sorts of problems. Now, this revolution occurs, and this is when the slaves rebelled and started killing off all their masters. So after this big revolt happens, there's a revolution, and there was a constitution that came out, and Article 1 stated every man everyone is born free and remained free. Everyone was super happy with this article because the Grand Blancs thought they were equal to the French, but the Petit Blancs thought they were all, like, the whites were all equal. The free colored people thought they were all rich and equal to them, and the slaves all thought they were free. The slaves won the revolution, and this actually compares to the French Revolution, because the French Revolution, the lower class wanted to be treated equally. Also, they both ended up killing upper classes like the king and queen for the French Revolution, and in the Haitian Revolution, they tried to kill the masters of them. However, in the end of the French Revolution, they did not win, and another ruler came in named Napoleon, and they were still under his ruling. However, in the Haitian Revolution, the slaves won and they were equal to each other. In what ways I considered this a success or failure? I would consider this not a success, because in the long run, they did not get what they wanted. They were now the poorest country in all the Americas. Their poverty is 58.6. They are also in debt to France. It was a good idea at the time, but then everything went downhill from them. This relates to the modern day because the modern day, everyone wants to be equal. Poor to rich people should be equal. They should all have a say in what happens, especially in the government. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, so that's my presentation.